Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
The only PCP whose rage is blind.
Oh, man. So,
are you ready for this?
Let's go ahead and talk about the 13th episode of Power Rangers Dino Charge.
Power Rangers Dino Charge, episode 13. What's it called? Recipe for Disaster.
Sure.
That's what it is.
That's what this episode's called.
That's what it's about.
So, contrary to popular belief, I don't hate this episode. I don't know what to think, but I don't hate this episode.
Okay.
I'm, again, just more disappointed than anything else as to the goings-on here. So, we finally got an episode that actually gives us plot and whatever, and you can argue the stuff of a Silver Rangers plot, but I mean, those were kind of bookended with, hey, we finally got him! You know, filler plot, and then ended with, let's talk to the Silver Ranger, fun half hour.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know...
That's how this episode opens, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's not how this episode opens. This episode opens with Keeper...
Yeah, showing them the Dark Energem story plot and being like, if the Silver Ranger doesn't get our stuff, you know, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trapped on Sentai 6.
Yeah.
I was so weirded out by that.
Yes.
We had to stop.
Yeah, we literally paused the thing. We were like, what?
That doesn't...
Sentai 6, huh? There are a couple things wrong with that.
Yeah. You couldn't be creative with the names. I would have accepted, you know, Eldar. Or hell, even... I think I would have accepted it more if Keeper was like, yes, that's my planet or something.
Oh, sure.
You know, because he's the one who's the keeper of the gems.
The gems, yeah.
Or something. I don't know what exactly his role is. But he tells him that, like, so the Dark Energem was on Sentai 6.
Are the Energems.
Oh, my God. Oh, man.
Sorry. Anyway, go ahead.
Make fan art of that now.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
Please, somebody make fan art. I'd love to see it.
Submit your fan art here.
Just go for www.here.com.
Alright. So the episode opens with that.
Yes.
And then we cut to...
So, no, but Keeper says that, like, is on Sentai 6, but the evil ruler, somebody destroyed the planet and took the Energem, and he's now got possession of an evil Energem and whatever, and they're like, oh no, something bad's going to happen if we don't do anything. That's why we reluctantly sent all our information of our Zords to the Silver Ranger.
Yep.
And so it's like super interesting. And meanwhile, Wrench is showing Heckle his newest invention. He built a monster Zord is essentially what it is.
Yeah, it's a monster Megazord. It's so cool.
A monster Megazord called Fortress that is able to not only beat down Vivix, but also has been studying the Megazord's finishing moves and has learned how to block them. And, and whenever it grows in size, Heckle pilot it and be able to control it, and it'd be cool. And so that happens, and then we immediately cut to the Rangers in the cafe.
Yeah, for some reason they've set up this
food critic or something. I don't know.
They set up this like tablecloth with like a candelabra and wine glasses and a vase, and Tyler's doing this really racist French accent.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it was racist. I think it's just more of like
cartoony.
It's a cartoon, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's code for racist.
For a food critic at the cafe, and I'm trying to be calm. I really am.
Yeah.
When I explain this to you, so they're.
Shut up, Nick. I got this. Okay. So they're trying to impress this food critic. I don't actually know why.
Yeah. I have a question. Do food critics go to establishment like inside other places?
I don't know. Health inspectors do, but I don't think food critics do.
I got that, but like food critics don't like. You should try the freaking Chick-fil-A sandwich at the mall. That's all I was thinking throughout the entire thing, because it's a museum.
Yeah,
it's a museum, and freaking
there's no danger in this plot. Like they're not in danger of getting shut down.
We gotta impress.
They're not in danger of losing the cafe. They're just, people are going to stop showing up.
It's weird, no, because it's like, we got to impress the food critic, otherwise they'll shut down the cafe. And I was like, why would they?
They
you
wouldn't
guys are
do that.
attached to a museum.
Yeah.
People are still going to show up. You work there. I don't get what. This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
To top off the absolute craziness of this, she's apparently ordered this really extravagant dessert that comes from New Zealand or something. I got nothing.
It's really not. It's not explained very well.
Chase has been trying to make this thing, and it keeps exploding
for reasons.
Yeah,
that's not how cooking works. But yes,
and he finally gets another one in there, and they're like, "You sure this one won't explode?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm sure it's not going to explode." And then it explodes. It explodes, and they're like, "Oh my god!" And the food critic leaves all angry and whatever.
Huff and etc.
Then they're going back to the lab, or is that what happens first? Yeah, they go back to the lab and they're like, "Oh my god,
we gotta perfect
this recipe."
Even though she's not coming back
in the lab, they're gonna like, "Oh, Chase wants to do this."
Yeah, I sure wish we had a kitchen or something.
Yeah, and then,
no, the reason they give is that they want to get the ingredients correct to the milliliter.
Yeah, so they use Kendall's equipment and something stupid, and Chase comes in and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm missing my Energem," because he baked it into the dessert.
Yeah. They do a lot of baking in this show. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah, well, cakes exploding is always a fun idea.
Yeah, no, it's not. I'm sure. We've used it like 3 times already.
Yeah. So he pretty much discovers that it was in the woman. It's in the food critic's bag, and he has to go
long shot.
Yeah, it's weird because he baked it into the dessert. Oh man, and then. All of a sudden, the plot comes back.
Yeah.
We decide that
Heckle.
No, not
no.
So Singe and his crew
Yeah.
come down to Earth, and they're like, we're ready to destroy the planet, take Earth and the universe and Energems and plow evil. Yeah. And then Heckle and his crew show up. And it's like him, Wrench, and
Fury,
Fortress Monster.
And Fortress,
and friggin', they're like, you're not going to do this. We're here to, we're still going to take over the planet whether you're here or not.
Yeah.
And so, because they're all evil villains, and I guess this is becoming a trend, because this happened in Megaforce also.
Yeah. It does happen quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like, we always get a secondary villain for, like, Samurai did it. And,
yeah. Well, yeah, but this is the first time it was like an army, whatever. And, like, because they're, like, fighting each other or something. But, yeah, the guy, evil, I forget his name.
Lord Archimicarus. I don't know.
Lord Archimicarus.
Yeah.
That's not his name.
That's not his name.
Anyway,
that's the name of the Falcon.
The dude with the face. Yeah, I know. The dude with the face.
Yes.
Is like, I hired Sledge to capture me an army so I could take over the world, and that includes you, Heckle. And so I'm here to take back my ship, and I'm here to take you back also. And Heckle's like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
And he goes, and they go at it, and Heckle gets knocked down, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because Heckle's, like, been shown to be super powerful, and that dude was able to knock him down.
And he gets knocked down and immediately turns
into Snide. He turns into Snide. And Snide, who I thought was going to be like, you'll regret this.
Yeah,
and then
I am Snide, and walk off.
Yeah. And then Leave decides, he's like, nope, we're going to do this. He causes the freaking fortress to grow, and he jumps inside, and he's like, come on at me, bitches! And starts destroying buildings. It's actually cool. It's actually kind of awesome.
Come at me, bitches!
It's not kind of awesome. It actually is pretty cool.
Yeah. It is awesome, yeah.
And
then the other villains are like... We need the Megazords, so they call them the T-Rex Zord.
Yeah, they have Dino Chargers, and they're calling on Zords, and they're like, what? They can call on Zords, and he's like, oh, whatever. He starts beating the shit out of them. And meanwhile, the Rangers are like, somebody's calling on our Zords. What the heck? They don't know what's going on.
They're paying attention to other stuff.
They can't figure it out.
They're barely in this episode.
Meanwhile, I'm freaking yelling at the screen like, oh, you guys lost your freaking... Zords, wow, what a coincidence that seemed to happen as soon as you gave the guy your Zord information.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
How could this
get into that in just a second.
How could this have happened?
So the Fortress is just bulldozing Zords left and right. Like, he's knocking motherfuckers down.
This is actually a pretty cool fight, because it's just...
Fortress is unstoppable.
It's Singe and his crew inside the Megazord fighting Fortress, who snides inside that thing, and they're just beating the crap out of them. Mm-hmm. The Rangers go over there, and they're like, Dino Charger, and it doesn't work. Yeah. And they're like, what do we do? I don't know. Something weird's going to happen. Meanwhile, Chase, because we got to bring this up.
Yeah. Chase has gone off because he needs his energy.
Chase finds food critic woman who's still covered in cake for reasons.
That's how he finds her.
It's like, hey, I need to look in your bag for my gem. She's like, I don't really like you, but okay. Yeah. And he does it.
She just lets him do it.
He finds it, and she's like, oh my God. And he's like, okay, now bye. And then a building almost falls on her, and Chase saves her, and she's like, oh my God, you saved me. And he's like, yeah, I don't know what happened with that recipe. Yeah. And she's like, oh, you can't keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Sometimes you gotta mix things up.
And that's not how cooking works.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, you have experience in baking.
Like that? Yeah. Shut up, Dick. So, like... See, I knew what you were talking about. Yeah. I one time made a pizza. It was huge. Anyway,
yeah. But yeah, so it's weird because it
didn't have anything like
this. I was like, okay, fine, but whatever. This wasted a whole lot of time for some reason. Bye. Let's get back to the cool stuff. Meanwhile, just freaking Fortress just wailing on the out of the Zord so much that he knocks the other villains out of it. Yeah. And the Rangers are like, we got it. So they jump into the Zord, and they're like, let's do this, and they're still not doing well. Yeah. He's still blocking things, and they're still getting the crap kicked out of him. Yeah. And meanwhile,
Kendall comes out of nowhere.
We got to try a new combination. I've been working on a new charger. It's Ultra Zord, and they Ultra Zord it up, and it's powerful enough to be like, yeah, let's do it. And then... Snide jumps back into Heckle, and Heckle is actually pretty badass when he's like looking at it. He's like, we're not gonna run, we're winning.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
This is the one right here.
This is working. So he starts to do it, but then the Ultra Zord beats the shit out of Fortress and causes it to explode, and Heckle's fine after that, which I guess is because he's an alien, I don't know. And Heckle gets captured by the other evil people, and they're like, oh no. And then what even happens after that?
They put it they take him back to the ship, and then we cut to the cafe.
So they take him back to the ship, and
that's not what happens first.
Oh, is that
that's the last thing that happens?
Okay, fine then, whatever. They go. Oh, we don't end with the cake. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we end with them locking him up and the villain being like, we should destroy him. And he's like, no, his time will come soon enough. And I'm like, no, you gotta kill that guy. Because that guy's going to kill you.
Cut back to the cafe, and the food critics come back, and she wants a dessert, and
they make a double layer, because that's how you mix it up, right? This is mixing it up, right?
I guess.
It should still explode twice as hard.
And she eats it, and it's amazing. And the cafe is saved, thank God.
I was so worried about it. Yeah.
And come back to the ship, and the villains are chained Heckle up again. They're throwing him back into solitary. It's actually kind of sad.
It's a little bit depressing, but at the same time, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Like, this is what the villains are doing.
Yeah,
we have taken a step up.
Yeah, in terms
the
of
Rangers have not.
And then evil guy's like, Heckle's going to learn to behave. He's part of my army, and we'll destroy the Rangers. And the evil glowy thing in the box that holds the energem or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we end the episode. I don't hate this episode. I really don't.
Oh, yeah? Clearly.
But because there's a lot of really good things.
There's a lot of really good stuff.
Really good. Man, I was so impressed with most of this.
Yeah. Everything with the villains was phenomenal.
Yeah, I know, it was fantastic.
More phenomenal, if you will.
But the Rangers, subplot, I thought, God, this is just the most.
It's that's what it is. It's a subplot. Like, we shouldn't be focusing on this. No. We end in the lab.
Do we end in the lab?
We end in the lab on the episode. That's right, because they're like, where did they get our charger designs?
Oh, yeah, that's right. And they're like, the only time we gave it to the Silver Ranger.
And Tyler's like, well, that means he's been captured. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What? That is not what that means.
That seems to be a stretch.
Yeah.
I have no idea why the guy would make chargers to try and combat the evil Energem, considering that he doesn't have the Zords themselves. I just don't get it.
Oh, yes.
But it doesn't matter. The whole thing is really dumb. And they seem to be making a stretch. Though he does bring up a good point, which is that the Silver Energem wouldn't bond to anybody evil. So I'm wondering exactly
don't really know that.
Go about doing that. Unless the Silver Energem hasn't actually been activated and found in the whole.
That's what I think.
It's in space and whatever was a complete outright lie.
It is. Because it's not in space. There's no way.
Yeah. I mean, the Zord didn't wake up. They were the ones to activate it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, of course.
Yeah. The Energem's still out there somewhere. Just doesn't exist. But they immediately go to the Silver Ranger's been captured. Does exist. Been captured. Yeah. That's going to end up what happened.
You guys were tricked.
Yeah.
Is what happened, I think.
But no, they're I think they're going to just give them the answer this show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because we don't have time to develop this theory.
I don't know.
He's been captured. That's obviously what happened.
We've got like 6 episodes or something. Like 7 episodes? Yeah.
7, yeah.
We got a good chunk of time, I think, to actually pull this off.
Well, sure, if we utilize it properly.
Yeah, which we probably can. I don't know, this episode was wasting a whole lot of time for some stupid... Like,
and episode 12?
Why can't we have a Power Rangers episode? Like, I'm so pissed off at this. Why can't we have a Power Rangers episode? You can't just give us something with the Rangers doing something cool that's like Power Rangery. You have to give them something stupid, some type of weird subplot. Oh, they're teenagers. We gotta have them deal with problems.
Yeah.
Food critic at the cafe attached to the museum that they work at. It's weird.
God.
I don't get it.
That really pissed you off.
It's infuriating, man. And
I'm looking forward to whether or not you recommend this episode or not, because as of right now, Nick hasn't recorded the review.
Oh, I got nothing, man. It's such an odd thing because I'm like, yeah. This was so close to being the greatest thing I've ever seen.
It was, yeah.
The problem is that we stop cold and do a random tone shift to this comedic, weird, non-tension giving, time wasting mess, and all the answer is you should mix things up, and
it's very tacked on.
That's not even what they do. They just make an Ultra Zord combination. It's not mixing things up.
Yeah,
we haven't seen the stego formation of the Tricera Megazord. I'm just saying.
Of the Terra
Zord,
Terra formation, yeah.
Yeah.
God, it's really hard to say. Anyway,
Terra Charge Megazord.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what happened. I'm so disappointed because this could have been the best thing, man. This could have been so cool. Yeah. We could have done something that would have been I would even put the Rangers in against Vivix something. Have them do something other than this crap.
Well, they should have just been focused on the Silver Ranger thing, like sending out the signal and, tracking it.
Yeah.
There's somebody activated the Zords because we were busy doing other stuff.
Yeah. It's weird.
But no.
But we got to focus on this, and I just don't see... It's pointless. The whole thing is pointless.
It was useless.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
But man, I'm super impressed.
Is this the worst episode of this?
No.
Oh, no.
It's not.
No, it's not. No.
It's probably the most disappointing episode I've seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even compared to episode
2 was my most disappointing episode. Was
kind of very, very disappointing.
No, episode 1 is just bad. Hey, they wasted a whole lot of potential.
Yeah, I know. But this kind of wasted
shot
potential
and
too.
Dead in the street. Well, we didn't start anywhere.
We did. We kind of did with the villains and man.
With the villains,
I thought that was great. These new bad guys show up and they have really bad timing. It led to this pretty kick-ass
That's right.
fight.
Yeah.
As soon as they show up and they're like, we're gonna take over. As soon as Heckle comes out with his ultimate weapon.
Yeah.
It almost works. It really does.
Yeah. I guess the villains get a Zord at a certain point in their.
Sometimes
like the car had one.
They don't always have them. Vakar didn't have one.
Oh, no, yeah, Vakar. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you said Brock. That's my bad.
Oh.
Brock didn't have one. He just did things. Destroyed people. It was kind of cool. Like, I don't understand. Like, you could have had something like Brock is back that is completely focused on the Ranger stuff. We don't need the teen drama, whatever, and something crap. Just give us a Power Rangers episode. That's all I want from this
these
show.
actors know who these characters are.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
That's the difference between a freaking Power Rangers episode and a filler episode.
Yes.
Is this type of the morals and everyday life and whatever, some crap. I don't want to watch that.
Also, why double up on Chase? Like, why give Chase 2 back-to-back? Oh, no, I guess episode 12 is about Coda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not back-to-back. I don't know. Maybe because it's a New Zealand dish, I got nothing. That's the only reason I can see as to why he's baking it.
I felt like that was a lie. I felt like he just said this is a New Zealand dish so that she would be more impressed.
Yeah, I got nothing.
And then at the end of the episode, he's like, "This is my grandmother's recipe," and I'm like, "I don't care."
Yeah, I don't care. This is like bad.
It's bad.
This is the worst like time wasty subplotty thing they've ever done
in this show.
Yeah, because the entire time I'm like, whatever. Let's get back to the cool stuff.
Also, this episode marks the return of Logic Man. Logic Man. Any final thoughts on this monstrosity? Are you tapped?
Yeah,
Did you blow off enough steam for that?
Hopefully when I write
look at it this way.
It doesn't come off as so very angry.
Well, I don't know. That's what I was gonna say. Maybe by the time you write the review, you'll like watch it again and be like, "Oh, it wasn't that bad," or it'll just rekindle the rage.
Yeah. Because I just don't understand that we can't have a Power Rangers episode. You can't give us a Power Rangers episode.
Not in this show, unfortunately. We wasted a whole lot of potential and a whole lot of time on this show.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see. The next 7 episodes should get rolling.
Yeah, no, they really should. We should really start moving somewhere.
Yeah.
At least.
Don't do the Super Mega Force thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, until next time, I've been Ice Chip Andy.
And I'm Nick, a.k.a. Iron Man 1993. May the power chamber protect you.
Don't bake any more cakes. Seriously, I'm done with the cakes.
No cakes.